Hey y'all, Donnie Keith here, aka Auntie Peaches from the Aunties Radio Show, also on The Voice of Reason. I'm here to say that ever since my man started taking A game, he's been on top of his A game. What? When I say A game, I mean his A game. He's more focused. He's definitely working out more. His attitude is better. And he's not complaining of all over body aches due to poor blood circulation, because A-Game provides great blood circulation, if you know what I mean, ladies. That blood circulation. Sometimes I have to hide the A-Game in the bushes when I'm out walking the dog just because I want some sleep, if you know what I mean, ladies. Stay on top of your A-Game, fellas. Get your A-Game.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So, I need to talk to Black women. I need to talk to Black women. Y'all don't get it. You all do not get it. You don't get what it is to be a woman. You don't get what it is to have companionship. You don't get what men do. You have zero idea. And then you wonder why you cannot get into these relationships stable. They don't stay. They here and there. They in and out. They up and down. They all over the place. I'm going to let grandmama. I found a video. And it's a Black grandmama, and she just telling it how it is. Video about 2 minutes long, but you're gonna love every second of it. So let me go ahead, let me share what Big Mama got to say, and we're gonna come back with my perspective.
We had mothers to raise us. They raised us to be women, raise our own children. See, y'all go pick them. All y'all want somebody you can put your hand on and whine and all cutting and all that foolishness. A woman has to be a woman. A woman places in a home. A man places to provide. And if he don't provide, then you don't need it.
So, Mama Agnes, what kind of women like us dudes just choose? How do you feel about us just choosing all these?
I don't feel anything because I got my man. I've been had him for 54 years. And I always had to be a woman. I've been a woman. I've been working since I was 7. I've been raising children since I was 5. I've been cooking since I was 4 and a half. And these women today, all they know is McDonald's, fast foods and stuff. They don't know nothing about cooking and feeding no man. Or wait till a man hard through his stomach, get you behind in there and cook. And feed him.
And what about the
and make sure he get up off his butt and go to work.
Is that something that's missing in this community?
No, the women's solid. Now, they may not like me for saying that, but these young women today, they don't even raise their children. Their children raising them. Look, a woman place is to raise her children, and at the end of the day, tell their husbands which one they had to almost kill. That's how that goes. That's why the juvenile center is so full, and they expanding the jails because mothers don't raise their children and putting the blame on the man. And the man ain't worth a quarter because he won't work.
Mama Agnes, before, and with Facebook, because they listen to everything you say.
I'm telling you the truth, and I can't stand it. Because I'm 72 years old, and I still don't mind working. I ain't scared of work. They stay in the system and use up the elderly money. They've been in the system and left there and get all them children and expect us to help them take care of them. I'm sick of it.
Divorced and single for 10 years. My husband divorced me because I cheated.
Okay. So y'all heard what Big Mama had to say. And Big Mama was spitting facts. Facts on facts on facts. Okay? Much love to that old lady who was talking about she always had to be a woman. What was she saying? She said, I never took a masculine approach to life. I've been a woman and I've been raised to be that. I've been raised to be in my position since I was a little girl. She said, I've been working since I was 4. Come on. This is the older generation. I think she would be an older boomer. She's around my mama and daddy's age. And these women understood how to be women. Never one time she said she had her husband for 54 years and she didn't get on here and tell a sob story about how he had Miss Hattie pregnant cross town and this, that, and the third. She did not have any of them little sob stories or victim stories. She was talking about the institution and why the institution was the way it was with the juvenile centers and all of these sorts of things. And she laid it at the feet of the women because the women don't raise their kids and then they blame the men for not raising children. When you're supposed to raise your children with or without the man there, even when you have the man there, especially when you have the man there, you're supposed to be raising kids. And it's too many of y'all that run around here telling me it's hard to raise these kids. It's hard when you got a man and it's hard when you ain't. When you got a man, y'all just want us in here married. I don't do nothing all day with these kids. You don't want me to do nothing. Just sit in the house all day with this. Ain't nobody said it was nothing to sit in the house all day. And okay, and if it was too hard to sit in it was too easy to sit in the house and you ain't doing nothing, why is it difficult? When somebody asks you, well, you know what I'm saying, well, why you ain't got the house clean? Well, why is the food not ready? Why these kids ain't sleep? It's 9, 10 going on 10 o'clock. Why is this house not in order? Why are things not in order? It's hard. You know, you want to take care and do 3, 4 kids and do all the laundry and I thought you wasn't doing nothing all day. I thought the men wanted you in the house not doing nothing. I thought that wasn't a job. I thought you wasn't doing nothing, sis. You don't even understand what men are supposed to do. Y'all are so stuck in this strong and independent. Y'all so stuck in, I got to do stuff myself and not realizing that you have devalued the concept of union and partnership and companionship. Help. It does not make you a stronger woman to not need, quote unquote, not need and not get no help throughout your life. Just say you unworkable, sis. Just say you don't play well with others. Say you got a social problem. Say you ain't socialized real good. Say you're not socialized if that's what it is. But don't sit here and tell nobody that you don't have a husband or you don't have or have never had a truly successful relationship because it's everybody else's problem. It's your problem. And we cannot get out of that mindset. We have placed more value on getting a job, and working for somebody else's company and going to somebody else's school and driving somebody else's car and living in somebody else. Come on. What was Big Mama's worth? What was that old lady's worth? Was she a lesser woman because she had a man for 54 years? That means they didn't break up when the kids got grown. They were with each other. They created a union. They created a family. And when them children got grown, they didn't look at each other and say, I can't stand you. Let me go ahead and leave. Let me find something else to do. She didn't divorce her husband talking about she was going to find her value and just focus on herself and focus on her self-worth. And you should have been focusing on your self-worth growing up. That was for you to do when you was a teenager and all of that kind of stuff. find yourself spiritually? How you finding yourself from childhood all the way to 37 years old? If you ain't found yourself yet, sis, you just lost, you might as well just cash it in. We're choosing to be single. What you choosing is what you choosing to be single because you can't get it. It's sour grapes. You're too unworkable. You're unflexible. You're selfish beyond measure. And you want everything just so. And it's more convenient to be alone because you don't know how to work well with others. But it's not even just everybody. You just don't want to work well with a man, specifically a black man. This is why you go out here and get these F-19s because it makes your life easier, quote unquote, because you ain't got to qualify for nothing. And you ain't got to do nothing. And you can say, well, he ain't really on the level, so I don't really have to truly invite him into my life or listen to him or take nothing from him because he don't really got nothing to give me, but you like it that way. You like it that way. You want it that way. You don't want to have your life be set up and be accountable to nobody else. And not even just the accountability. You're forgetting that men push women to be better. What you can get out of a marriage, a solid marriage, where you and that man are exchanging ideas. He is opening up your mind to different ways to look at the world, different ways he's experiencing the world, telling you different ways you can experience the world. And the enlightenment and the evolving that you do together. Talking about, it's too many of y'all on this stupid you self-improving, but you still down bad. How that work? How you self-improving, but you still POSs? How you self-improving, but you don't go to no spiritual value? You don't do nothing with your spiritual value. How you self-improving, but you still obese? How you self-improving, but your family is in a shambles? How you self-improving, but your appearance value is in shambles? How you self-improving with the chaos going on in your house and the chaos going on in your head and the chaos going on in your heart? How you self-improving? All of that only means I'm trying to get more money and trying to do something to get your hustle on. And even that is made easier with a man, with a marriage, in a union, where two people can help one another and benefit one another. Never seen a group of women focus so far on themselves, but you never actually get nowhere. And you never actually improve and become valuable women. You want to be a high-value woman, and all that means to you is a bag. All that means to you is you can buy the cheapest Beamer you can get. All that means to you is you live in a little rinky-dink townhouse, a little condo, call yourself got something. But you don't have a man because can't no man make no peace with you. It's easier for you to just have control. And then when you have a man come into your life, you want him to submit control and give control to you for him because you too insecure to have control or to relinquish control and say, listen, I don't want to handle all of this no more. You handle that part, I handle this part. You want to quote unquote rest in your femininity, but you want to be in charge. Y'all some backwards women. You want a man to come in your life, be masculine, so you can rest in your femininity, but then you don't want to relinquish no control over nothing. I bet you grandma relinquished control. You wouldn't value nothing that old woman said to you about a woman's place being in the home, but she got the result that you looking for. While you would look at her and say she's undereducated. She don't have a 6-figure job. She don't have a corporate thing. She ain't snatched. And all this, she wasn't a baddie. I bet you she wasn't a baddie when she was young. All this foolishness. But she had a husband for 54 years. She probably won't have that man till one of them pass away. And she know more about being a woman in her pinky finger than you will in your whole life, because you're listening to your mama, your single aunties, your single sisters, your single friends, and you single, and got to make up your mind that it's all right. You got to try to make peace with the fact that don't nobody really want you. And even when they do, you too dysfunctional to actually have it. You don't get it. Other women are going to get their education and then they're getting married because they understand the word interdependent. I'm not independent. I don't want to be alone. I'm going to join myself. They understand the power of the union. Why do you think the rainbow community fought for it? And they got more power as a group than who? Because we running around talking about we don't need each other. Y'all better knock it off. Sound off in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.